Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to set up your very own AI Twitch chatbot using GPT-3 and Google Cloud's text-to-speech services. All right, so let's just get straight into it. So first thing you're going to need to do is go onto this GitHub page, which will be in the description along with all the other things that you'll need. So you're going to want to click on code and then download the zip file. All right, cool. So next you're going to want to go to Miniconda and download whichever version for your operating system. So what this is a Python package manager, which technically you can do this without using Miniconda, but I think it makes things a lot easier. So just download whichever version for your computer and we can move on to the next thing, which is the Twitch OAuth code. So this is going to be what's going to allow us to access our Twitch chat and read all the messages. So you're going to want to connect this to your Twitch account. I already connected mine, so I'm going to take this code and save it for later. Next thing you're going to want to do is create an OpenAI account. So the primary driver for our model is GPT-3, and this will cost a bit of money. So the way it works is it's a couple cents for every couple hundred words. So it's actually like pretty cheap, but it will cost money. So you're going to want to create an account and then go to up here, click on your profile picture and then manage account. And then you're going to want to click on API keys, create a new secret key, and then you're going to want to save this for later. Okay, next you're going to want to create a Google Cloud account. So Google Cloud is going to be what's going to be driving our text-to-speech. So this will give us our all of our voices for our VTuber or whichever kind of chatbot you want to create. So you're going to want to create an account here. So this also does cost money, but luckily Google gives us $300 in free credits. So that'll actually take you pretty far. Unless you're like spamming it, it should take you a couple of months at least. So I already created an account here. So what you're going to want to do is create a new project. So I'm going to create a new project here. You can name this whatever you want. So I'm just going to name it Twitch Chatbot. Great. All right. So I'm going to switch, it's loading. So I'm going to switch this project over here and I'm going to want to go to IAM, or sorry, you're going to first want to go to enable API services. And you're going to search for text to speech. And over down here, you can see Cloud Text to Speech API. You're going to want to click that. And then you're just going to enable the API. So this is going to be, so basically what Google Cloud Services is, it gives you basically like a virtual machine with a bunch of different APIs that you can use to use different functions. So we're going to use the Cloud Text to Speech service. So basically what's going to happen is every time we want our VTuber to say something, it's going to call the Google Cloud Text to Speech service and then return our audio so that we can play it back. All right, awesome. So now that this is enabled, we're going to click on here, IAM and admin. And okay, hold up. It's been a minute since I set this up, so I'm going to just check my notes. So I am admin and then click on service accounts. That's down here. Sorry, my setup's really weird too, so it's been a minute since I looked at all this. Anyway, so we're gonna want to go to create a service account up here. Again, we can just name this whatever we want, so I'll just call it Twitch Chatbot. Create and continue. I think you're going to want to set it to an owner role, so we'll continue that. And then I don't think we need to look at that, so that should do anything with that. Okay, and then here we're going to want to click on this actions, and we're going to want to click on manage keys, and then add a key, create a new key. and then we're gonna want to create a JSON key. So create that. Okay, good. So now this is gonna download a file. So you're gonna want to keep this for later. Make sure you make note of where you downloaded this to. And next you're going to want to download VTube Studio. So this is going to be the software to actually create our VTuber. So I mean, if you don't want to create a VTuber, you just want to create a normal AI chatbot without the VTuber model, then you don't need to do this step. But yeah, but if you do want to do this, then download VTube Studio. And next you're going to need to get VB audio cable. So I haven't experimented this on Mac, but on Windows, this is pretty straightforward. You're going to want to download that. Actually, it's not that straightforward. I don't know why I said that. It's a little confusing, but I'll get to that later. And the last thing you're going to need to download is this script, which will fix our captions in OBS. You'll see later what we need to do with this. So you're just going to want to download the zip file here. And once you have everything downloaded, you're going to want to put them all into one folder. And first thing, you're going to need to take the GitHub page, the GitHub repository, and extract that to a folder. So you can use download WinRAR or 7-zip or some kind of file extracting software to do that on Windows. I think Windows also has a default decompressor, so you can use that too. But anyways, once we get inside of here, you're going to want to go inside of here. And so we're going to need to do a few things here. But first thing, you're going to want to click on the top here, and it's going to select the file path of where you are. And you're just going to right click that and copy the file path. Now, so since we installed Miniconda, if you went through the installation setup, you should be able to start a new Anaconda prompt. So I'm going to do that over here. And now what we're going to do is go to, you're going to want to type in just exactly as I'm doing here, CD, and then in one quotation mark, and then paste the link that you just copied, and then another quotation mark, and then hit enter. So now we're in the Anaconda prompt in where our repository is. Okay, so now we're in the directory of where our file is. And we're going to want to do a few more things. So now you want to go back to where your downloads are and take your Twitch JSON or your Google Cloud JSON file and move that into the folder of the repository. And now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open the main.py folder. So you can, if you have VS Code or some other text editor, you can use that. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to assume that you don't have any of that installed on your computer. So I'll just say open with another app. I'll just say I'll open it in Notepad just to make things really simple. So yeah, let me just zoom in on here. Okay, and so first thing you're going to find is where it says Twitch OAuth token. You're going to want to replace that with the OAuth token that you got from this website here, and just paste it in there. One thing I will say is that dealing with these tokens and just like straight up pasting it into the file is kind of it's not very safe, especially if you're like sending it to other people. So you want to be really careful. A better way would be to create a credentials file and then import it from there. But just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just gonna copy paste it straight in. And then where it says initial channels, you're gonna want to type in your channel name. So I'm just gonna put my channel name there. Let's see. Okay, and then down here where it says Google application credentials, you're gonna want to take this, delete it, and replace it with the name of your Twitch chatbot file. So if you just right click, rename, select this, copy. I think in some Windows machines it won't show the .json, so you'll have to add that later, but make sure you do add that. And we'll put that down there. And we should be good over here. So you're gonna want to save this and close out of it. And then next you're gonna want to open up the chat.py file. Oops, not in VS Code. Once again, I'm gonna be using Notepad just to make things very simple. And you're gonna wanna paste your OpenAI API key over here. So I'm gonna copy that, paste it straight in, save the file, close out of that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my mini conda prompt, and what I'm gonna wanna do is run this command right here. So we're gonna need to download all the packages required for this piece of software. So you're gonna do pip3 install -r requirements.txt. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, looks like it's working. Okay, so there were some problems with the requirements file, so I think I fixed that up now. So you're just gonna want to straight up run pip install -r requirements.txt, and once you run this, it should just install everything for you. And then once you do that, you go python main.py, run that real quick, and then it should say logged in as whatever your username is. Hold on, let me get my earbuds so we can test this out. Okay, let's go. So just go on your twitch.tv/omni. You're gonna want to go to your chat. So just to test it out, it's pretty nice to just open up your chat. If you do your channel/chat, it opens up just a page with your chat. And let's just test it out. Hello. Hello. Oh, okay.
Hello, hi chatter.
Perfect,
How's
it's
it going?
working.
I'm excited to be here on Twitch. Who do you like best out of Tyler 1, XQC, and Forsen?
Okay, so it should be working now. Let's see. Personally, I like Forsen the best. The audio is not playing. Okay, guys. So turns out that there was like kind of a lot of errors, but I think I fixed everything now. So if you just do pip install -r requirements.txt, this will run, and then you're gonna wanna I'm just gonna clear the screen. You're gonna want to run python main.py. And now whenever you type in hello, it's gonna play the sound.
Hello, hey there, I'm Doggy Bro, an AI-powered virtual YouTuber who loves Tyler 1,
Okay.
XQC, and Forsen.
Anyways, okay. So by the way, you can do Control-C to just exit out whenever you want to. But now we're gonna set up VTube Studio. So this is kind of the hardest part. So you're gonna wanna open up a new VTube Studio. You should have downloaded this earlier when I told you to. So you're just gonna wanna open up VTube Studio. Why is it not opening up? VTube Studio. Once you have that open up, let it all load up. Okay, now we're gonna have your there's gonna be, you're gonna see this screen over here. Just ignore all this stuff. So this is where you're gonna be able to load your VTuber model. You can just choose any of these default ones. If you didn't know, actually NeuroSummon just uses the default one, so you could just copy that if you wanted to. So I'm just gonna use that. And then next what you're gonna do is click on settings, and there's probably some things in here that you need to change, but I honestly don't even care. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, first thing you're gonna need to do is go to microphone settings and then select microphone, and you're gonna do cable output, VB audio virtual cable. So this is gonna be like, you're gonna need to make sure that you have VB you're gonna need to make sure you have VB audio cable installed, everything installed, because that's important. All right, next thing, so to get the mouth to move, you're gonna wanna click on this model setting thing over here, scroll down until you see mouth smile, and then you're gonna wanna put output param mouth form, and then input you can just leave. And then for mouth open, you want to put input voice volume plus mouth open, and then output param mouth open Y. By the way, you just click on this to change it to whatever you want. And to get those little animations where she's kind of like moving her eyes and whatnot, you can just look at these other settings and turn on auto blinking or auto breathing. Kind of just adjust it however you want to. I'm just going to leave that for now. You can figure that out on your own. It's not hard. So next thing you're going to want to do is click on sound settings. And this is kind of the most confusing part. So you want to click on this, and then for your OBS, you're going to want to put the input to cable, the output to speakers. For your VTube Studio, you're going to want to put the input to cable output. And then you're going to want to run your Python script once again. So let's do Python main.py on here. And then let's run it up. Let's do a little test.
Test. Hey there.
Okay, you're gonna
What's
see
up?
Python
I'm a
pop
big
up
fan
over
of
here.
Tyler 1. XQ.
Shut up. You're gonna see Python pop up over. Oh shoot! It went away. Okay, well I'm gonna run it again. Run it all again.
Test. Hi chat.
Okay, so you'll see
it's
Python
me.
over here, and you want to put.
DOGGIEBRO.
You're
I'm
gonna
a
put
sentient
output
AI-powered
to cable
virtual
input.
YouTuber who loves Tyler 1, XQC, and Forsen.
All right, so make sure you do that. And then I think you need to make your default output needs to turn to cable input. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna open up OBS. Open that up. Launch anyways. Oh shoot, I think I opened up two. Cancel, close that. So now let's first we can add our VTuber into here. So you want to click create new, create a game capture. Okay. And then we'll choose capture specific window, choose VTube Studio. And click OK. And then you'll see your VTuber appears right there. Wow, amazing. Okay, and so let's just test out this. Oh yeah, by the way, you're gonna want to do okay, let's just test it out and see what happens first.
Hello. Hey, what's up? I'm
Amazing,
Dobby
it's
Bro,
working.
an AI-powered virtual YouTuber. How can I help you out today?
That is working. Awesome. Let me just make sure this is all good to go.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? All systems go. What can I do for you today?
So perfect. So we have that, and now last thing we need is just the captions, and we should be done. So I'm gonna create a new text. Okay. So this thing, I think you're gonna need to choose read from file, and then browse, and then you're gonna want to go to wherever you downloaded you want to go to wherever your repository is, and then you're going to choose output.txt to read from the file. And then you can adjust this to make it look nice. For now, I'll just leave it default. And you're going to want to, oh shoot. Going to remove that text. Okay, let me just test it out to see where it's printing to.
Hey there. It's nice to see you. What can I help you with?
Okay, that looks kind of bad.
Hey there. It's nice to see you. What can I help you with?
Okay, yeah, that's actually what we want. Yep. Okay, so you're going to want to click on right click here, transform, edit transform, and then scale to inner bounds here. And then you're going to want to just adjust the size of this bounding box. And now we have a perfect AI VTuber. So just tell me a story.
Tell me a story. Once upon a time, there was an AI-powered virtual YouTuber named DoggyBro who loved watching Tyler 1, XQC and Forsen stream. He thought they were all amazing gamers with lots of skills. One day DoggyBro decided to set off on his own adventure.
Okay, so you'll see that it's very laggy. As I mentioned earlier, that this is a problem with the text updating. So you're going to scripts and then change this. I'm going to change it to... Okay, let me rename this. Right click, rename. I'll just say my doggy text. Enter. Then you're going to change this to doggy text. And then enter there. Oops. Close. Let me just make sure that's saved. Script. Okay, yeah, close. Now let's just. Who is Audie?
Who is Audie? Audie is the
Perfect.
creator of me. He made me with Python and GPT-3 as well as Google Cloud text-to-speech. I think he's a pretty cool guy, but his jokes can sometimes be smelly haha.
Alright, but anyways, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. There's a lot of things you can play around with. Let me just open up the code. Where did I put the code? Start dot. Yeah, so there's a lot of different things you can play around with. Also, by the way, on the captions, I fixed that bug in the video where it kind of like left out some words. I fixed all of that. But anyways, there's a lot of different things you can play around with. The main thing is if you want the model to be smart, like you want it to create funny responses, you want to garner the attention of r/livestream fails to blow up your Twitch stream, what you're going to need to do is fine tune your model. So basically, if you didn't know, a lot of these models like GPT-3, one of the big reasons that they perform so well is that there's actually a lot of manual labor that goes behind them. There's tons of people ranking data, telling, okay, this is what the response I want, this is the response I don't want. And if you want your model to be good, you're going to have to do the same thing. So basically, you're going to look into how to fine tune a model, and you're going to want to figure out a way to take in responses and take in questions and responses and feed it to your program. So one way you could do that is maybe like train it off Reddit, like scan question and replies threads and use that as your training data. But you'll have to be careful not to make it racist. But another thing that you can do is that, like, say for example, you want to train based on your chat. So you can have, whenever somebody like sends a message, they can also like maybe in a private message say, okay, this is what I actually meant to say. And then that can automatically feed back into the bot and train it to make it better. Another thing that you can do is just like slip in some like keywords. So like, okay, if somebody asks about the weather, you can say like, okay, if if the word weather is included in the question, then I want this specific response, which is not actually an AI, but you know, it might you might be able to make some funny moments using that. I'm not going to imply anything, but maybe some other AI virtual YouTubers might be doing this. Yeah, but feel free to play around with it. Another thing is the VTube software also has an API, I believe. So you can also have that integrate somehow. So like maybe whenever it creates a response that's happy, it can do a certain action or something like that. And yeah, just like there's a lot of things you can play around with. I hope you found this helpful. I know it was a pretty rough tutorial, but let me know if you have any problems in the comments. I may not be able to solve all of them, but I'll try my best, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, one last thing I forgot to mention. If you open up chat.py, we're opening up with Notepad because we're keeping things simple, as I mentioned. So if you change Doggy Bro to whatever you want, so whatever you want to name your VTuber, you can call it anything you want. Keep it in all caps. So let's just call it John. So you can name it John. And then you're going to also want to open up main.py with the notepad. And over here, you're going to want to replace Doggy Bro again with John, or whatever else you want to name it. Doggy Bro here as well. And then just wherever you say Doggy Bro, just replace it with whatever you want to name it. And then prompt chat. This is where you make the prompt for your VTuber. So make sure you include chatter in all caps, and also you include whatever the name of your VTuber is in all caps. If you're fine tuning, then you probably don't even need this tutorial if you're fine tuning. But yeah, but if you're using a prompt, then this is what you're going to need to do. Anyways, that's it. Bye-bye.